Hello and welcome to my tutorial. Today we will be looking at the online music editor Rock. Rock is a very useful music editor and it's really great to start off with. And it's actually really fun to use. So now I'm just going to wait for it to load because sometimes it can be a bit slow. Oh, okay. So now it's just about loaded. And here we go. Okay, so as you can see, we are greeted with this menu that has a blue bird with speakers in its wings. And so the Rock Music Creator. By default, it should say acoustic drums, but if you click on it, there are all these other options you can choose from. I am just going to stick with the acoustics for now. So I'm going to hit open, let it process. Okay, so now that Rock is opened, you can see got some really colourful designs, got all these different widgets. And so let's just get started. Now, over here, this is where all your main sounds are kept. So, as you can see, you've got like the crash, the bell, the ride, all under acoustic drums. If we want to change any of these, we can go over and click Change Sounds. And say, let's choose maybe birds. Just loads, and then it's got all these different sounds that you can preview by clicking this little button. So that was a bit weird, but I still like it, so I'm just going to drag it in. And now the sound has been changed. Okay, so I'm just going to close that and show you some of the other features. Over here is where you can adjust your beats per measure. And now these little dots are the beats, and these lines separate the measures. So if I put it to 8, get fewer measures and more beats. But I'm just going to keep it at 4 for now. And over here, this tells you as you play through what measure you're on, how many beats is per measure, and you can decrease or increase the tempo, and then that's the play button there. And also, I'll show you this in a second, but basically this switches between beat mode and velocity mode. But you can't really see anything unless you have beats. Okay, so this actually, Rock is really easy to use. It's a simple matter of clicking where you want the notes to go. So I can do that. And all these blue dots represent notes. So I'll hit play. And Rock will automatically loop itself. So it sounds okay, but I don't. The bird's kind of annoying, so I guess I can't really get rid of that right now. But I am going to mute it, so now that won't turn up. So I'm going to hit clear all beats, and so this brings me back to a clear interface. Ooh. And now I'm going to click randomize all beats, and as you can see, it just gave me this whole ton of random beats. And if I play it through, doesn't sound too bad. Now I'm going to show you one of the funner parts of Rock. And basically, I'm going to write something. So, P T I S, and now I can play it through. And doesn't really sound that bad. Yeah, but I am happy with it. So now I'm going to save it. And now I'm not currently logged on, but if I go over here and I click Save As, this will open up, and usually you can log in, but just to save time I'm not going to log in, and so we'll call this PTIS, just use the default permission. This is my failed PTIS word drawing. Text don't really matter unless you're going to publish it to the site. So I'm just going to leave that, and then if I was logged in, I would just come over here and click Save as New Creation, and it would save it for next time. So I'm just going to hit Cancel, and the last thing I'm going to show you is the velocity mode. And basically, here you can adjust how high or the velocity of each note is. So turn that down, maybe turn that right up, and it's on a scale from 0 to 100, and so you can just randomly, oh yeah, there's a button, randomize all velocities, and so you see I get this, all these different levels. So if I just play it, you can note, especially here when there's really only these four, you can hear it's softer than here. And then you can reset all of them just by clicking that. And so that's the difference between the two modes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. And on a rating of 1 to 10 in difficulty, I would just give this a 1, because it's really simple and easy, and it's quite fun to use. So thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something.